we affect and create a field around us. And as we probably can attest for ourselves, that the energy we put out comes back to us. Have you ever seen that? You're in a grumpy mood. You know, if you're around a good friend, they'll be there with you, hopefully. But if you're in a grumpy mood, you can activate grumpiness around you. Have you ever noticed that? You know, standing around by the water cooler, everybody complaining, yeah, this is wrong and that's wrong. And that can be a kind of collective field of negativity. I know some places, some workplaces where that is the standard. Anybody in a situation like that? Wow, that's pretty good for at least here. Just 2 hands went up. So our compassion goes to you, you know. But you know for yourself. And you also know that when you, smile and the whole world smiles with you, and what is it, the Beatles line, the love you make is equal to the love you take. No, the love you take is equal to the love you make. That's it goes. That we can have a positive field. And I've seen this for myself when I was, and I write this in the book, when I was younger, I just was kind of pessimistic about things. And things didn't seem to work out, or they seemed to work out like I thought they would, that another time when it didn't work out. And partly this is due because there's this confirmation bias in your brain which looks for what is going to corroborate your hypothesis about the world around you, so you'll even miss the good coming to you. But we all know people who seem to create a positive energy field. And of course, when we're sharing it together, as can happen, say, in sports, you know, and you're part of that positive energy field. Go Warriors! You know, that there's something that everybody seems to share. And I when I was reflecting about speaking tonight, I remember one of the most profound experiences of a collective energy field sweeping everybody up with it. I grew up in New York, and in 1973, the New York Mets were considered a long shot for winning anything. And a month before the end of the season, they were in last place. Then they started to win a few games. They had like a streak going, just like everything was breaking their way. And this one, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm remembering it right now, this one pitcher, relief pitcher, named Tug McGraw, who actually is the father of the country western star Tim McGraw. As I read the story, he was in touch with some teaching that said about the fact that we can create this field. He met some teacher who said it's all about consciousness, and it's all about believing. And so he started to he started to use this phrase, you gotta believe. Y-A. You gotta believe. If you Google, you gotta believe, you'll see the whole story there. It was amazing. All of New York, it was amazing. Everybody, whether or not they cared about baseball, everybody was saying, you gotta believe, you gotta believe. And they just kept on winning and winning, and it was like, we're all in this together. and they won the pennant. From last place in a month before, they just kept on winning and winning and winning. You gotta believe. So I've been in that experience myself where there's this collective energy, and we can also see it in a bigger scale these days, a collective consciousness that can come together and create amazing things. It was that Margaret Mead quote that says, don't ever believe that a small handful of people don't make a difference in the world. Indeed, it's always been a small handful of people that have made a difference. Because then that small handful that creates that energy field that starts to be picked up by so many.